Shalom. Allah start out by giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone. Salutations to those who let this person's truth across the comes of true Savior charity. Just the brother Alma wanted by from the Birmingham Camp, Alabama GMS. I'm gonna get this sentence going to real quick sin. It's going about how the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Shai is gonna get these devils back from all the rape, rob, murder they did so-called Negro Latino natives, man. These Edomites not gonna get away, man. Cause the Lord remembers all things, So you devils think they gonna get away, ain't not, man. So I'm gonna get into it. This is Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and the time that their iniquity had an end. So these damn devils, they hate the so-called Negro Latino natives, man. That's why these damn devils don't want to keep you Israelites down, you Negro, Latino natives, they want to keep you down, man, from knowing who you are, from coming back to your power, man. That's why they have these churches set up on each block of the neighborhood or city, to keep, to draw you into the madness of, Christianity, They want to push that Christianity doctrine, man. It ain't got nothing to do with the word of the Lord, They ain't these pastors and they're hooping and hollering, screaming out of the top of their lungs, nothing, man. Bullshit and vanity, man. They ain't coming out with the scriptures. If they is bringing out scriptures, they ain't breaking it down, or they're not bringing out the raw understanding of the word of the Lord, But the men of the Lord, great millstone from the apostles, elders, and brethren that's teaching the word that, we bringing out the word raw and true, telling you who you are, who you Negro, Latino natives are, who your enemy is, the so-called white man Esau, Edomite, and let you know, the Lord Yahweh Shai is gonna get these devils from all they done to you, and we at the end of the so-called white man Esau Edomite's kingdom, man. So, but but these damn devils they're gonna make their last hoorah. They're gonna come down hard on you Negro Latino natives, I say, it's prophesied the 2/3 gonna, they're gonna be wiped off, the nation of Israel, 2/3 of so-called Negro Latino natives gonna face that wrath that these damn devils are gonna come down with, cause they want their new world. They want to try to establish a new world order, to chip everybody by way of RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, and to have complete control over you, to keep you down, still keep you Negro Latino natives down, but if you do take it, if you do take that chip, but the men of great millstone from the apostles, elders, and brethren, we tell you not to take it, because if you do take it, if you don't want to die, but eventually you still gonna die, you take that chip, because if you don't abide by what these damn devils present, or with the new world order, whatever it may be, their laws or rules, they could kill you off with that chip, So either way, you gonna face death, either by way of that that chip going off in you, or by way, like I say, or by the way the Lord returning when He returns, and the chariots so-called UFOs, and ultimately the thermonuclear missile is gonna burn you up, man, But in this verse, Ezekiel 35:6, therefore as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Set thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So yeah, you damn devils, y'all have, y'all, the Lord Yahweh shall gonna pursue, blood gonna pursue you, man, because you have not hated the blood, man, because you all the bloody people, y'all the bloody man, y'all continue to, y'all promote, a lot of violence and killing, and that's what y'all is, man. Y'all can't get away from who y'all is, man. But y'all by the way, who y'all is in the Bible, That's why the men of great millstone, apostle his brother, we tell you who these devils is, man. They are the Edomites. They are not Russian, Germans, or whatever they call themselves, Americans. They are the Edomites of the Bible, man. They are the red people, man. Edom is Adawam, in the Hebrews, Adawam, which is red. So they are the red blooded man. That's who they is, man. And they have been identified, through the spirit power Yahweh Shai by the men of great millstone. So from there, I'm gonna go to Numbers 35 and Numbers 35 and 33. So you shall not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defiled the land, and the land cannot be cleansed for the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So yeah. So this land ain't gonna be cleansed. America, before it was called America, we had these Edomites, man, came, sailed here when the natives was dwelling here in this land of, before it was called America. They raped, robbed, and murdered, the natives, almost killed the so-called natives off, which is a tribe of Gad, Gad of Reuben's here, Northern Kingdom. And then, the Southern Kingdom came, they put hell on the Southern Kingdom, rape, rob, rape, and murder, killed, some of the murder, I don't say most of the Southern Kingdom, but nearly. So these damn devils got a lot to pay for, man. For all the blood they had shed, here in this land of America, man, which is Babylon the Great, man. Not just here in America, but different parts of Earth as well. But mainly the main target is America, because this is where a lot of wickedness and death and a lot of death, like these devils have done. These Edomites put a lot of Negro, Latino natives to death here, but like I say, you damn devil, you devils, you gonna pay by way of when the Lord returns, so-called UFO chariots. He's gonna pay you back by way of thermonuclear missiles, man. So next verse, go back to Ezekiel 35 and 7. Ezekiel 35:7. Thus would I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth. So Lord, Mount Seir is where them damn devils, dwelt back, back in, I think, the 1380 BC or something like that. But this is Mount Seir. So I'll get that picture real quick. But yeah, this Mount Seir. Oh, you want to get a look at it? That's Mount Seir right now. So the Lord's gonna that's one of them devils. That's one of them Edomites actually. That's when we knew who them damn devils was. Back in that time, them damn devils, they dwarfs and those. It look like cleft for the rocks, man. The rocks and holes, man. But in this time, in the modern time, right now, Mount Seir today would be so-called America, Babylon the Great. Cause whenever did when it was when it was in power during the time of Roman Empire, they fell off and came back. When they fell off, during the time of Dark Ages, but the Dark Ages was when the Israelites was ruling at a point in time. Then they went down, went down out of power. That little time of power, those Israelites went out of power, and then came back. You damn devils, Edomites, and returned back, which is today, in the Renaissance period, when they took down all the real pictures of who the Lord was, who the Israelites was, who the prophets was, so forth, man, and start putting out their lies and deceptions, and saying that they the children of the Lord and so forth, and having a picture of Caesar Borgia as the Lord, and building up, which is today, America, which is Babylon the Great, and other places, so. But on this verse, Ezekiel 35:8, I will fill his mountains with his slain, man, and thy hills and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. Shall they fall that are slain with the sword. So yeah. So Lord's gonna, like I say, He's gonna destroy these mountains, which the mountains are going to, like, govern, governing buildings, or whatever may be these buildings, the official buildings, that they pass laws, and so forth. Lord's gonna destroy everything, by way of his dominic missiles. But next verse, Ezekiel finish it off with Ezekiel 35:9. I will make thee perpetual desolation, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I'm the Lord. So yeah, so Lord is gonna prepare, this place, America, Babylon the Great, Esau, Edom's kingdom, to a perpetual desolation, man. And their city shall not return. Ain't gonna be no remembrance, no they memorial, no they statues, all they bullshit they had, they lies and deceptions that they put out there. Lord's gonna utterly wipe it off by fire, man. When he returns in chariots, so-called UFOs, and gonna be 200 million missiles. They're gonna come towards in America, and wipe everything off, man. Burn everything up. Ain't gonna be no remembrance of these Edomites, rulership. So with that, and we made just along, I'm going to that. So I hope that was edifying. Have an understanding of that. So again, I'd like to give all praise and honor, glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahushua Bashem, Kakadash, to the apostles, elders, to the sister brothers, to the few Akwaf sisters that do listen, keep the faith in Yahushua. Keep fighting with that. I say shalom.